Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw 2. My name is Ramney, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Gorilla Grodd from The Flash, King Kong from Kong Skull Island, an ape warrior from Planet of the Apes, or Harambe, depending on the context. As usual, if you guys like what you see on this channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Here in this channel, I show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. Anyway, let's get on with the tutorial. I feel like this week is the best time to release this generic silverback gorilla tutorial because of Kong Skull Island coming out this Friday, and also because Gorilla Grodd has been a pretty prominent storyline in the Flash TV show. Not to mention that Harambe is over a year ago, but is still sort of a fresh meme in people's minds. And there's a new Planet of the Apes movie coming out real soon as well. So I thought, why not kill 4 birds with 1 stone and do one tutorial for 4 different characters. Not often that happens, you guys, so this is pretty unique. As usual, what you guys need for this tutorial is a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens for inking afterwards. Remember that you can pause at any time so that you guys can catch up on your drawings. Remember, we all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. And also, if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely fine as well. Having said all of that, you guys, let's get on with the tutorial. Alright, you guys, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to call him King Kong. I'm going to call him Kong, and it's basically a gorilla. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the shape of the head, and the shape of the head is going to be an upside down, well, no, it's an egg, essentially. And I'm going to draw it at the top here. So you guys can see I've got my paper here in landscape mode. So you want to keep it like that. Leave that much space up at the top. And what I'm doing is I'm drawing this egg shape, just like this. And I'm making it wider at the bottom than it is at the top. Okay, right about the middle. I'm going to bring it down a little bit lower on this side. So here's the middle on this side, on the left. I'm going to draw the back and the shoulders. And right here, back and shoulders. Now, of course, a gorilla has different proportions than humans. So gorillas have bigger heads, and the bodies it's got a bigger pot belly, and the legs are going to be smaller, and the arms are going to be longer. So once I've got that, you don't want to stray too far away from the edge here. So this is a good length right there. And same thing over here. From here, you just want to go about this far away. Okay, right here, I'm going to do the torso, and it goes down, and then I'm going to just create this U shape, almost like a bib, right underneath Kong's chin, about this much. Okay, now from here, I'm going to draw 2 lines right here. This is, of course, going to be the chest, and I could even draw a middle line going down. So this is going to be the chest muscles right there. From here, we're going to draw the pot belly that gorillas kind of have, and it sort of does this shape right here. So this right here, you see how it's sort of got much more defined corners. Right here is a much smoother motion like that. Okay, now let's go back up here to the shoulders. Just going to draw an oval right there for this shoulder, and I'm going to draw another oval right here for this shoulder. And then I'm going to start right here at this point, and I'm going to draw a smaller oval. So you got this shoulder about that big. You want the bicep to be a little bit smaller than that. Okay, same thing over here. So you've got this much for the shoulder. You see how it sort of overlaps about this much, and this one goes out this way. This one is kind of narrower here. This space right here is narrow. This one's a little bit wider. Okay, we're gonna have this arm going this way, and this arm sort of goes out this way, and then it goes in. So that's a good size for it. Let's figure out where the legs are going to be first. And we're gonna go right here, and we're kind of just going to draw another U shape right there, and this one right here as well. And then another shape like that, and another one right here. So these are all very basic shapes that we're doing right now. And then almost creates this triangle. And this one right here is a little bit different. It goes like this. Okay, let's go back over here. This is going to be the big toe, I guess you could call it. It's the opposing thumb on the foot part. Of course, a gorilla's foot looks like a hand, so it's got longer toes. One right there. And then I'm just going to draw a mitt right now, but I'll figure out this line. And then like that. And then right here, there's that toe. And then there's that toe. So there's 5 toes right there. And then over here, here's one toe, and then this goes out like that. I'll draw the other side right here, make a mitt again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's draw the forearms, and for gorillas, the forearms tend to be bigger than these, and it's going to be just as long as the shoulder. So for this, I'm going to make mine go out. So you see I'm drawing an oval, and I'm trying not to make it overlap the leg. If it does, if for your drawings, if the forearm overlaps the leg a little bit, that is fine. Don't worry about it. But for me, I'm trying not to make it overlap. Okay. Right here, I'm going to draw a square, and then I'm going to extend this a little bit longer going down, and then this one sort of goes like this, and then goes out like that. Okay, and then I draw this line right here, goes across, and then I'm just going to curl it like that. And of course, he's going to be on his knuckles, and that's the way that gorillas tend to put their weight on their hands. Here's the middle part, and then individual fingers right there. And then of course, we've got the thumb. We're going to start the thumb right here, and it just goes out like that. Okay. Now let's go over here, and I'm going to make mine, it's going to be foreshortened a little bit. This one sort of goes down naturally, but this one is kind of going towards, facing forward, going towards the front. So it's going to be shorter, and that's intentional. Okay, so here's the forearm right there. I'm overlapping over this leg, which is fine. Okay, I'm going to make this hand bigger than this because it's closer to the camera. So I'm going to draw another square like this. You notice that this square should be slightly bigger than this one. Now, individual fingers. I'm going to draw an angled line like this. And then I'm just going to draw where I want those knuckles to line up. So I'm just going to draw a little line like that from here to here. And then I draw that. Let's go ahead and draw the thumb. Goes out like this, curves, and then goes back into the hand. And now let's draw individual fingers. I'm going to divide this. So here's the between the middle finger and the ring finger. I'm just going to draw a line like this. Okay, right here I'm going to draw a V, and then right here I'm going to draw a line. Okay, so we've got almost the knuckles complete. Let's just complete them. So I'm just going to finish that off like that. This one goes down like that, and then a little tip like this. Okay, for this one it goes this way, and then just the end of the finger right there. This one you don't really see the end or the tip of the finger because of the way that it's angled. And then here goes in like that. Okay, so you guys can see this hand should be bigger than this hand right here. So that's pretty much the gist of our gorilla here, which, like I said, you can have it as King Kong or Gorilla Grodd or even Harambe if you guys really want. So let's go ahead and zoom in on the face and let's start drawing in the details. Okay, let's find the middle right there. So we've got this cross right here. We want to draw a ridge. The brow goes up to there, and then right here, same thing, it goes up to about there. So you got, and then I'm going to draw some more wrinkles right here just above the nose. Okay, I'm going to draw a faint line from here going to the other side. Okay, now over here I'm going to draw that same, well actually let's draw the eyes first and then we'll draw the faint, or the cheek lines. Okay, for the eyes, I just use the top of the brow as the top of the eye, and then I just draw. And you want to get this right, of course, so you want to take some time on it, and you just find where you think the eyes fit the best. That's where we're going to put Kong's eyes. I'm going to bring this closer. So you just keep working at it until you find a good spot for the eyes. Keep in mind that gorillas have wide noses, so you want to make sure that there's room in the center for the nose. Okay, I'm going to create some more angry wrinkles right there. And then for I'm actually going to leave his pupils white, just for, I think I prefer it that way, but if you guys want to give him some pupils, that is fine as well. Okay, now let's draw the nose, and let's draw the kind of the general shape of the nose first. So it does this and it does that. And then it goes in like this and then down. Okay, now at the top, right here in the middle, I'm going to draw two lines going down the middle like this. and then just close them off like that. And then from here, let's draw the nostrils. And the nostrils sort of follow this kind of weird shape, and it sort of does that. And then you can shade that in, and you can bring it out again like this. Now let's draw the cheekbones right on each side here. I'm just going to draw the cheekbones like this, and I'm just going to follow this. I'm going to create this faint line like that. Now the mouth is going to be this frown, and it sort of looks like that. You want this to go to the mouth, the tips of the mouth like this. And that's sort of what this is actually the where the skin is and where the hair starts. And that's sort of what I'm doing. What I'm going to do later on, what you guys can do with your pencils, you can start creating the fur, and that sort of goes around the face here. Let me zoom out. Lower lip. And then I'm just going to bring it down a little bit more. Shape this a little bit more. Let's draw this little ridge right here. I'm going to bring his head up a little bit higher. There you go. So this is kind of I'm going to bring that down a little bit. So now you've got the general shape for the face. And this face applies to any of the superpowered gorillas that I mentioned, and even Harambe, an angry Harambe. So there's that. Now I'm going to create some wrinkles just to give him an even angrier look. And then wrinkles below the eyes here. And going down from the nose to the side, or to this part right here. And then just hair. And then over here I'm going to draw some wrinkles. So from here going down, some lines going down. And then right above the lip here, it's got some wrinkles going up as well. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to faintly draw the upper lip. And then I'm going to draw more lines down at the bottom. Now you see, if I don't draw the pupils, it gives him a very, very mean look to him. And that's why I don't like to draw. I prefer not to draw the pupils on this drawing. Okay. So now I'm going to start shaping his head. Okay. I'm going to erase these lines, and I'm going to replace it with just hair. And I think the toughest part of this drawing is going to be the inking part. But I'm going to make my inks pretty basic. I'm not going to add any shading to it. I'm just going to draw kind of how the hair flows around the body. And I'm just going to draw it like this. There you go. More wrinkle lines on the bridge of the nose there. And now you've got a very angry monkey. Now let's zoom out. Let's shape the chest before we do anything else. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to leave this little, I'm going to make this little corner right here. And I'm going to give him a very definite chest. 2 lines going down on each side. From here, like this. And then this corner right there, it's rounded, but you want to make it distinct. And then this goes up to the shoulders, and this goes up to the shoulders as well. Okay, you can give it some texture by just adding these lines right here. And of course, we're going to add some gorilla nipples right here and right here, because obviously they have nipples, and he's not wearing any costume. So, okay, now here, just the grain of the muscles going across. So it sort of goes across like this. Now, you can give him battle scars. This can apply for King Kong or Grodd. I'll give him a battle scar right here. Give him a scar going across his chest over here, like he just was just in a battle or fight or war, a tournament battle for Grodd, or for Kong, he just defeated some T-Rexes. So it goes like that. Now, these pretty much stay the way they are. I'm just going to draw these two lines right here, and then we're going to start kind of just, let me round this right here, and this is kind of where the bottom, the chest comes in, or the fur comes in. The chest is going to be like hairless pretty much, and the fur comes in right around this point just below the chest. Okay, and you don't want to make it even, you want to zigzag it so that it's inconsistent. You don't want it to just look like this because it's just too unnatural. So you want that hair to kind of go up and down, so it looks like this. I'm actually starting right here on this side, and then I'm starting off right here on this side, so it's uneven. It's not the same on this side and this side. And that's fine, that's nature right there. All right, so we've got that. Let's I'm not going to draw any more details on the chest, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw the fuzz as outline for the belly here. There you go. And as you do this, you don't want to make it too uniform. You don't want it to zigzag uniformly, but you kind of want it to go random. You can start over here and have the hair go this way, and then you can have the hair sort of meet right here in the center, and then you can work on little patches so that they're inconsistent. They don't look all the same. Okay, so that's for the belly part. I'm gonna go back up here to the shoulders. More fuzz on the shoulders. Over here, this is going to be the armpit, and the armpit's gonna be darkened. I'm just gonna darken it. We'll see how it goes when I ink it. Okay, now the fuzz for the shoulders goes like this. I'm gonna erase that part. Now you want to give the bicep a little bit of definition, so have some of the shoulders, have some of it kind of go over like that. Right here in the bicep, you don't want that fur to be too thick, so you want to give him that roundness over here. Over here, you can make it a little bit thicker, like that. And then the forearm here is where it gets kind of super hairy, so you want this to make it look like the hair over here is thicker than the hair up at the top. And actually, let me just add some hairy wrinkles right here just to give the shoulder some definition. So right there. Now let's go back to the forearm. Now let's give it some thicker hair. Once you get to the arm part, actually let's go back over here. I'm going to delineate is the word I'm looking for. I just want to do that so that you have a definition, or you have, you separate the bicep with the forearm. Okay, once you get down here, close that off with some zigzaggy fur. And then the hands, they're hairy in the back, but the fingers are not hairy at all. So you want to make this fuzzy right here, and you want to just find where you want that line to go, the hair fuzz. And then otherwise, it's just going to be wrinkly fingers. Okay? It's going to look like that. So I'm going to add some random wrinkles to the fingers. So that's how the hands are done. Let's go to this foot right here. Not too thick of fur. Let's give him some knee. Let's give him a knee. So I'm going to bring the hair down to there. I'm actually going to give the knee some definition right here. There's fuzz around it, and then the knee is a rounded shape. And then just continue that until you get here, and then you do the same thing you did right here, where you delineate between the foot and the calf muscle. Okay, I'm going to draw just a semicircle right here for the toenail, and then just wrinkles around it. Okay, fuzz right here, and then more wrinkles. A little half circle there again for the toenail. Same thing here. And then you want to keep going until you get all of your toes covered. There you go. Now, we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Of course, you want the hair, for this side, you want the hair to be going this way. And over here, you want the hair to go the opposite way. So you might need to move your finger or move your hand, situate it in such a way that it's easier for your wrist to make this zigzag movement for the fur. Like that. Okay, I'm adding some lines right here again for the shoulder. Some fuzz on this side of the bicep or of the upper arm, but on this side I'm going to give it quite a definition. Here's the armpit, just darken it. Some fuzz on this side of the back, or his side. Now we've got hair going down this way. Fuzz on the hand. And then wrinkles for the fingers. And these wrinkles, you want to make them kind of where the fingers do the most bending. So you kind of want to be strategic with where you put those finger wrinkles as well. So right here, right here, right here. Okay, and then for this one, right there and right here. And then lastly, we've got this foot. And as usual, I'm going to add some semicircles as toenails. Some fuzz at the top. And then just wrinkles. And the wrinkles give it that three-dimensional shape to it, so it kind of creates that roundness. And once you have that, that is it, you guys. That is how you draw Gorilla Grodd or Harambe or King Kong, or, you know, an ape from Planet of the Apes. Just any generic superpowered gorilla. That is how you draw it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And that is all the time that we have today. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video tutorial. I hope your drawings of Gorilla Grodd, King Kong, or an ape or Harambe turned out great. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I'd love to see them in the Google Plus community, so please head on over there and post your artwork for everybody to enjoy. If you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make these videos, please click on the link down in the description below. Clicking on those links helps to support content creators like me so that we can continue making good stuff for you guys for free. Don't forget, you guys can now purchase Draw 2 swag, such as shirts, mugs, and mouse pads. And you can also purchase some of my artwork in my art store, draw2.storeenvy.com. Links are in the description as well. If you guys did like this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys liked this video, commented below, or shared this with your friends in social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a coloring page of this tutorial, plus other coloring pages from the other tutorials I have on this channel. Links to those in the description below, you guys. And thank you once again, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. See you guys in my next tutorial. Hey, my question of the day for you guys, if you are going to watch Kong Skull Island, let me know in the comments if you are. And if you already did watch it, let me know as well what you thought of the movie down in the comments below. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. No spoilers for now.